then
it's made from smoky quartz and red gold. And it's been hand carved and set by tension set.
And I thought, someone's already
just
bent
fits
that.
on.
Yours are not as bendable.
No,
because they're not wide.
So that's a
And
one-off.
it's to look like
I know you think that one's a one-off.
bottlenecks or
Yeah,
drinking your champagne.
No, it's not. Yeah. So I made
that
like
is
3 pylons.
called Marlborough Gold, and it is carved amber set in 9-carat gold, and it's to be worn as a pin. And all the leftover amber is amber ash. So it just sits here nicely.
So this brooch, I did a collection of work for Collect Art Fair earlier in the year that was called Circus, so very playful. And this is based on a clown's nose, but I wanted to make it more sophisticated than that, so I've kind of taken this, rich, almost Tibetan kind of red lacquer and gold sort of colours, and then also the sparkle, the kumbu. I don't know, I really wanted to kind of clash up something that was really playful and silly with something that had quite a sort of grown-up, grounded feeling. So that was...
It's a lovely one.
Thank you.
Because of how it's designed, it is stunning, but we would be sad to see it go. But then it's out there doing its job, isn't it,
So this was a commission for the Sheffield Assay Office to celebrate their 250th anniversary. So the 1773 is the year it was established. The assay mark was the crown before it then turned into the rose. I've done this bit for the Sheffield steel industry, so you've got the steel pouring into the crucible, and then I've got the silversmithing industry on this side, so you've got your hammer and the anvil. The E at the bottom is the first date letter that was used, and that was to pay tribute to the Earl of Effingham, who helped get it passed through Parliament. And then in the centre we've got the precious metals that we hallmark. So you've got sterling silver, Britannia silver, platinum, palladium and gold. It's a meadow box, so it was just all about the scenery of it. So it's all about the landscape of the mountains with the stream and then the flowers in it.
Ceramic coating that gives it the colours, and I hand colour these pieces to give the gradients, and it's set with a topaz, and it's kind of inspired by natural forms, shells and water ripples, kind of all combined together.
It is, definitely. I use a mix of 14 and 18.
There's an engraving hidden behind the stone there, and the diamonds on either side make it look like an eye overall, and you have the black diamonds along the edge to look like eyelashes.
Carat gold with little black diamonds, and it spirals around from front to back. So yeah, it has an energy, and the little stitches are crocheted onto the structure, and then I work round to form the shapes.
It might be better on the marble here.
So this one is 22 karat gold. I used it because of that nice rich color, and then with 18 karat backs. And it's been hand crumpled, thin metal, but it has this beautiful little bit of flex to it. Solid gold and silver, so the sections are solid, and then they've been soldered together along this line, and you get this little bit sweeps behind the ear and you see the gold. So those ones are kind of layered metal.
And then it's all sapphires and diamonds, and it's sort of, the inspiration was bioluminescence in the sea, so we're just trying to capture those different lights. And this is a special technique that we're doing where we're setting stones in the granulation, so they're very low set, so you haven't got like a raised setting. We found the stones to start with, and then the earrings were designed around those. So they are garnets. They're very, very zingy. They've got such a gorgeous colour. And then the top part's worn up the ear, and then it's silver and gold with hand granulation on it.
Whiskey set.
inspired by conkers. It's made from Britannia silver and it's gold plated on the inside. It's hand raised from a single disc, and the spikes are very carefully drawn from the surface so that you don't create little holes, which is a bit distressing when you fill it with liquid.
She was obviously aware that you don't always have multiple notes.
I mean, I guess something should happen.
I do, yeah.
This is my goblet, which I call Winter Solace, and it's got a little story behind it. It's got a kind of wintry pool of water at the top with tattered leaves in it. It's got a tree, leafless and dormant in the winter season, and then lurking underground is the green man of spring waiting to emerge. So it's got a little story to it, and it's also a wine goblet.
It's pretty beautiful. 22 karat gold, this one, so it's a big solid piece, but you can see the two dragons intertwining and again swooping around the sides all the way around, the claws here. And then there's a mini one, so this is a little mini dragon ring, and you can see the dragon swooping all the way around again, winding here, and then he's holding a bouquet of flowers. This is a big piece we made for our America trip this year. So the birds swirling around and onto the band, and it kind of looks like the top of the ring is floating on the diamonds. And then again, engraving on the inside as always. And I don't know if you saw the pave rings last year. These are quite, so this is a dragon ring. We did a lot of dragon pieces this year because it's Year of the Dragon. So we leave these discs blank for kind of an inscription. So if you wanted like an initial or a little number or a lucky number or something like that. So those pieces are really special. So the ombre sapphires going all the way around as well. So starting with the darker at the top and the paler at the bottom. So then again, kind of wisping round, and you can see all the clouds on the inside, lots of beautiful details. And the dragon's set with a little cognac diamond eye for this year, for the Year of the Dragon.
A mixture of platinum and 22 karat gold, and there's a whole series of fusing them together in different ways. So this has got concentric circles.
This brooch is inspired by temple ceiling designs, and it's set with an emerald cabochon, and it's made in 18 karat gold. So this ring was from the Moore collection. It was inspired by peacock feather designs, and it's made in 14 karat gold, and it's set with diamonds, pave diamonds around the outside of the centre stone.
Slice, and underneath the cornelian it's gold leaf, so like bring up a bit the color. And it's set in 18 karat gold and have a silver back. And on top is there's the engraving of. So this ring is the first piece that we made in the Armagh collection, which translates in Scottish Gaelic to armour. So this collection is all about sort of creating pieces of strength and empowerment. It's all inspired by objects that we found in the Scottish landscape, so bits of tooling and weaponry and knives and swords. So it's kind of recreating those pieces for the modern day. It is all baguette diamonds and round and brilliant cut diamonds.
Some magnets behind.
Last year, so
this ring is kind of inspired quite heavily by my background as a graphic designer. So it's like incorporating lots of like symbolism and like kind of bold shapes, and yeah. So there's some hidden diamonds below the setting. The Goldsmith company run a bursary, so I've been selected for that. Yeah, they've still got the collection. And we'll have some new pieces in this Christmas.
This piece, I mean, this is one of Sean's original pieces. She's been carving for years and years and years. And I think it's a good example of her work being both modern but rooted in history. She used to be an archaeologist, so a lot of her pieces are rooted in like the Bronze Age, really traditional methods of making, and just motifs from that era. This piece in particular is just, I think, a really lovely example of that. The ring is sand cast. She uses a two-part sand method, which creates this really lovely texture, which is where the sand is, you get the texture of indentions. And you still see the seam along where the two parts came together. And all the other pieces are sand cast as well, or cuttlefish cast, which is a very traditional way of casting. Been using it for hundreds of years.
Both of them with golden platinum. And then it's all using this technique of fine wires. So this is how it all starts out, and then it's been hand woven and then set in 18 karat gold with diamonds set along the side. So they're really elegant.
Oh wow! How long are you here for?
I'm leaving tomorrow. My flight the one day after the. Some customers they
So napkin rings are Jubilee clips. So they're like it's a legal requirement for anything over certain weights. So everything will be hallmarked. So everything the year of the assay office, and there's one in London, Edinburgh, Sheffield.
But you've got to fuse enough gold to the surface to enable you to actually set stones into it. The lid of the box is made from a piece of an old shotgun barrel, piece of gun barrel, that I've flattened out, and then hammer and chisel engraved, and then fused gold to at about 1600 degrees.
And you get this lovely kind of
wonderful.
It looks like patina.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And the building is in Northamptonshire. The original building is 16th century.
Yeah, please. The US, the whole story is here actually.
This is called the cherry blossom. It's like the flower from the cherry trees I wanted to express. And this one made out of 18 karat gold, and it's really quite sculptural, very three-dimensional. And
Action is about climate change and the effect that has to animals and their ecosystem. And this is a spider ring. It's selling silver and 18 karat gold.
Yes, they're such a lovely.
Try it on?
They came into the Oakland store. Did they? No, does Sharon not tell me?
Some collection fragments.
She got a necklace. She got the one that was twisted around.
It's such a ring. It's a collection called origami. 18 karat gold and pink sapphires.
Everything. It's like piles. I was just opening cupboards and like, oh my god, that makes so much more sense. I know where things are, so I'm like, and I'm the only one that needs to go in and out of there anyway for waxes and that.
Champagne diamond, salt and pepper diamond.
For the past 2 weeks. Yeah, it was a bit cool.
So I'm not actually male. It's a tourmaline. And then everything's 18 karat gold.
dim sum, a coriander, and a cup of tea.
I love it. Oh, so lovely.
Ginger, spring onion, garlic, chili.
It's just.
It's based on one of my favourite beaches on the island of Islay, which is a wee island off the west coast of Scotland. That one and another ring based on kind of rock formations there. So there's like these big rock stacks, and then the waves just come crashing in and like power up over the rock, and it's just really dramatic and so beautiful.
So I like to work with jewellery that has movement to it because it comes alive when you wear it. So I'm working with chain and chain structures.
I tried to